Hello Hornby fans and welcome to another episode of Signal Box. Last month Nathan took the reins, but this month I'm back in the saddle. We've got lots to get through, so here's what's coming up this month. We get a closer look at a set of Class 66s that are arriving soon. We hear from Hornby designer Sam about the development of our 4 and 6 wheel coaches. We show off the stunning detail on the very special Battle of Britain Class 462 Winston Churchill and bring you all the latest news and visit Customer Corner. I'm Mike, we're Hornby, and welcome to Signal Box. First up, we're taking a look at a collection of new Class 66s arriving very soon. What's your favourite Class 66? Let us know in the comments below. Many of you will have seen our designer video with Sam, one of our Hornby designers, talking about our 4 and 6 wheel coaches. We had such a great response with that video and we can't wait to bring you more from our Hornby designers, but we took some more time to get behind the scenes with Sam about that development process. So take it away, Sam.
My name's Sam from the Hornby development team, and today I'm going to be showing you how we made our 4 and 6 wheel coaches that were designed to replace our old 4 wheel coaches to run with our new Terriers. We'll be going through the 3D prints, the plastic injection molded samples, all the way to our running samples before finally looking at the final product that you see on the shelves in your layout day. Traditionally, our coaches will use this sort of lighting with a PCB and a caster on, but in our small body coaches, you would be able to see the capacitor through the window unit. So this is why we had to develop our maglite system. So you can buy coaches with lights fitted in. Underneath there's a tab with a battery on the side. You give it a tug and then the lights will turn on. Oops. So now with a magnet you can wave it over the roof, they'll come off and back on again. And you can see the decorated interiors have been lit up. So looking at the engineering sample of the 6-wheel version of the maglet coach, you can easily take off the body, revealing the battery compartment, and then take out the seat unit to reveal the PCB strip with the reed switch built in. So it's super easy to replace the battery if it runs out. We tested it and got 3 weeks of solid light time, which if you turn them on and off after each session, then you have plenty. And if not, they're just coin cell batteries. So they're easy enough to go to the supermarket and buy. We also sell the coaches without the mag lights in. But if you want to, it's easy to retrofit our maglite kit. So again, you take off the chassis, you take out the seat unit with a nice exposed roof, and with the sticky tape, peel off the sticky tape, screw the PCB here into the boss, then run the wires into the seat unit, assemble it all, and then it works exactly as the others do. Here we have one of our first 3D prints of the 6-wheel coach. And on the underside, these are the wheels. And one of the big issues we faced was with side float. So here the wheels can only move a limited amount, and around the big curves this can be a problem. So in the 3D prints we got, we only had a couple done, so we couldn't test a whole rake. So this actually worked all right. But when we had the production samples come in, then that's when we started noticing problems. So with this 3D printed sample, we made some modifications by increasing the float of the middle wheel. Now this did quite a lot to improve the running. So from this testing change, we then updated the CAD and got the designs updated in China. So when we had our first running samples come in, it had this smaller middle section already included on the design. And this was good. It made a big difference. But around the tight curves with a long rake, we were still experiencing issues. And we discovered that this was mainly due to the brakes. On the final version, the brakes sit a little bit ahead of where the wheels. Normally, we'd get the front of the brakes to sit in line with the front of the wheel face. But if you see on these, they're just slightly ahead. On our 4-wheel coaches, this change in the brake position means that because these wheels are more fixed, the brakes are slightly more noticeably in front of the wheel face.
We'll come back to Sam a little later, but for now, let's take a look at a beautiful locomotive that came out earlier this year. Built at Brighton Works in 1946, the locomotive was named Winston Churchill at a ceremony at Waterloo Railway Station in September 1947. It was allocated to Salisbury Locomotive Shed for services on the West of England main line between London and Exeter, and was later reallocated to the Nine Elms Locomotive Shed in London, followed by the Exmouth Junction Shed near Exeter, before returning to Salisbury in mid-1951. The locomotive was used to pull Winston Churchill's funeral train from Waterloo to Hanborough in January 1965, before being withdrawn later that year on the 19th of September 1965 to be preserved. It entered into the National Railway Museum collection and has since been displayed at York and Shildon. As you can see, it is highly detailed and comes in packaging adorned with the Railway Museum logo. Let's head back to Sam for more on our 4- and 6-wheel coaches.
Here we are at my computer, where we're going to be looking at the samples and the first shots of the 4- and 6-wheel coaches. So I'll be looking through the CAD and taking photos, annotating and checking that all the features and details that we've designed are on the samples we've received. Here we have one of the sprues that has our lighting options and brakes and axle brackets on. And also the brake wheel using the brake van. You can see the brake wheel is not fully filled. So this means there's gaps in between where the wheel is, which wouldn't look good through the windows. So it's important we highlight this to make sure the wheel is completely round. This picture here is the end of the chassis of one of the original 4-wheel coaches. You see how rough around the edges it looks. So that's something else that we need to highlight to make sure that the ends of the coach are as crisp and as clean as can be. And here we have one of our window sprues. You've got lots of different windows can fit on the sprues. And it's important that we make sure that these windows are as clear as possible so you can see nicely into the coach body. So these ones here, they're actually pretty good. So today we're testing our 4 and 6 wheel coaches running samples. So after we've got the first shots, we'll get sent built up samples that have all of the detail fitted, wheels, running, handles and windows with couplings. So then we can run them with the locos that they would be running with in rakes of 4 wheel coaches, 6 wheel coaches and mixed to see how they run together, whether they go through our test track and see whether we're going to approve them or whether any modifications need to be made. So let's run. These are running well, so now we're going to try the 6 wheel coaches. Let's run the 6 wheel coaches. You can see at the top there, these are some of the original running samples because of the wheels bind when it gets around the curves. So this is what we made the modifications for around the brakes. Oh, lots of wheel spin. Well, he's really going, isn't he? And if we take one of the coaches off the back, the running should be improved quite a lot. So like I mentioned before, because we only printed off 2 6 wheel coaches to begin with, we didn't experience this issue. It'll run fine with 2 production sample coaches. But this is the importance of testing and then development when we get our samples to make sure it will work as we intend it to. But now we're going to be testing our mixed rake. We've got 2 4-wheel coaches, 2 6-wheel coaches. Let's see how they go. Thank you very much for watching our behind the scenes of the 4 and 6 wheel coaches. Let us know in the comments what other products you want to see us do a behind the scenes of.
Thank you to Sam for sharing some more of that development process with us. We want to continue doing our Hornby designer videos in the future and giving you a behind the scenes look at the development of our models. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. #SpamFest is coming to Instagram. We are pleased to be working with Bluffers to Buffers, Neville Grove and Flying Scots Dan from Instagram to host a weekend of social media spam can goodness. We invite you to share your pictures and videos of OVS bullied finest, unbuilt merchant navy, West Country and Battle of Britain locomotives on your layout. Use the #SpamFest, tag us in and we'll do the rest. As an added bonus, we'll be giving away one of our new Merchant Navy locomotives that's been treated to deluxe weathering in the Neville Grove studio. Head over to our social media pages to find out more. Our Hornby Holiday Summertime Layout competition is in full swing, and recently we shared my attempt at creating a summer-themed layout. You can check out the full video of my layout by clicking the link on the screen. I'd love to know what you think, so give me a rating out of 10 once you've watched the video, and do be kind. A new edition of Engine Shed is available, so grab a cuppa and read all about the development of our P2s. Trains are running like clockwork over at Chester Cathedral as visitors turn up to view the bespoke 70-foot model railway within its iconic walls. Demonstrating the West Coast Main Line, the 00 model railway runs in real time, meaning visitors can view a train's journey at precisely the same time as its real-life counterpart. With railway enthusiast Pete Waterman OBE taking an active role in its design, mapping out the train's course by setting up its camera on a West Coast mainline train and recording the scenery from Rugby right through to Watford Tunnel. The model railway will be on display until the 3rd of September 2021. Click the link in the description to find out more.
I've been building model railways since 1954. So when somebody offers you the space of a cathedral and says, build a railway in here, you don't turn it down. You either run 5 miles very quickly or you get on with the project. And when we met, we talked about what we could do to be a bit different. And of course, this is Chester Cathedral, and it's famous for having the Thomas Bressey Chapel. And Thomas Bressey built 2/3 of all the railways in the world. The problem was that this man built so much, it was literally picking some outstanding buildings that he'd built to portray. What I did, I literally put my camera by the window and filmed all the way from Rugby all the way down to Watford Tunnel. And of course, the thing that my eye picked up straight away was how green it all was, how there were not many buildings, there were tunnels, lots of overhead wiring, and I thought, that's what this layout's going to be. And I wanted North Church Tunnel because it's got 2 houses, very distinctively on the top. And it's interesting that all the railway drivers that have seen it instantly say, oh, North Church Tunnel. And I say, how do you know it's North Church? 2 houses on the top. I tell you why people should come and see it. Because this is a tribute not to great engineers like Brunel and Stevenson. It's a tribute to the guys whose name we don't know. The honest to goodness workmen that built these railways. It's entertaining because we're going to run all sorts of trains in all sorts of eras, but of course the backdrop will stay the same. This is a tribute to them.
Play trains have officially arrived. Our latest innovation for our younger enthusiasts have been winging their way to you at home. Many youngsters have been running their flash locomotives at home, and we have loved seeing you enjoy them. For more information and to order yours, head to hornby.com. Finally, we head over to Customer Corner to see your locos and layouts from the past month. If you'd like to be featured, please do send images and videos to marketing@hornby.com with the subject title Customer Corner. Well, that's all for this month. Don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the Hornby content. Until next time, I'm Mike, you've been great, and I'll see you at the next stop.